So many people today have a self-belief that they can't back up with anything they've ever done in their lives. And when you ask them what are their accomplishments, they're going to think for a couple of seconds and answer that they don't have any accomplishments. Now, I'm a big advocate of unconditional and unlimited self-belief. But as important it is to believe in yourself, it's as important to have things to back up your self-belief. And what it means is that you should have accomplishments and things that you achieved in your life that prove to you that you are as good as you claim to be. When I was in the army, every once in a while, we used to go to long journeys that used to be tens of kilometers, and we used to take bags and fill them with, at the beginning it was 10 kilograms, and then it used to be even 20 and 30 kilograms of sand. And we used to take those bags and walk tens of kilometers with them. In any group, there were these guys who thought they were the badass. They thought they were the thing. They thought they were powerful and they were strong and they were capable of anything. And I remember specifically this one guy that was in my group that at the beginning of the journey, he just couldn't take it anymore. He lost his temper, took his bag, spilled his sand completely, and completed the journey without the bag. And I'm talking about someone who considered himself strong with a powerful mentality. But when he was truly tested, he couldn't stand it. And it's exactly like life. Many people walk around, feel like they can't face anything. But when they're really tested, and when life throws their shit at them, they can't stand it. And they break. Now, my point is not that you shouldn't believe in yourself. My point is you should get yourself out of the comfort zone on a regular basis. When I'm saying leaving the comfort zone, I'm not talking about things like going to the gym or taking a cold shower. While these things are good, and I recommend you doing them, there are things that are way more powerful, and you do them just for the sake of doing them. Things like going on a long journey. Things like getting your ass kicked in the ring. Things like running tens of kilometers, even though you're not a marathon runner or anything like that. And you know what? The longest distance I've ever ran was 8 kilometers. But today I'm going to run 15 kilometers. And I'm going to tell you after that. And it's exactly my point. You should get yourself out of the comfort zone. You should do things that you think that are impossible. This is how you build true sense of self-belief and self-esteem. Things like going to the gym every day are nice, and I encourage you to do that, and I do it myself. But you should do things that are considered madness, things that people don't believe are possible, and they're going to laugh at you for trying them. If you're going to double your longest run ever, people will call you crazy. But I heard this quote the other day that said that you are crazy until you succeed. After that, you're a genius. And I love this quote because I know that many successful people walked around social norms in order for them to succeed. And at the beginning, they were called crazy. But after they succeeded, everyone appreciated them because they went with their self-beliefs, even if their entire surroundings told them that it's madness. Now, I want you who are watching this to do something today that you don't think that is possible. I want you to do something that you really don't want to do and comment that below, what you're going to do. Like I said, I'm going to run 15 kilometers, even though my longest run ever was 8 kilometers. You need to challenge yourself regularly. These challenges are going to develop you into a completely different person. In the future, I'm going to have millions of subscribers. If you want to be able to tell your friends that you're one of my earliest subscribers, now is your time. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it and comment below what you're going to do to break your limits today. Like I said, I just finished the 15 kilometers and I gotta tell you that it was difficult. It was extremely difficult, but it was worth it. I almost doubled my personal record that was 8 kilometers. And ironically, My best 5 kilometers was my last, and my best kilometer was the 13th. So if there's one thing I want to tell you, is that self-challenges are always extremely difficult, because in most times no one's gonna know if you really stood up to your word or not. But the most important person in the world is gonna know that, and that's you. You're gonna know if you stood up to your word or not. And I just stood up to my word. It was difficult, but it was enjoyable. I absolutely smashed my limits, and you should do it too. So comment below how you're going to smash your limits today, and then the difficult part comes. Do it.